And three.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Yeah. Did you enjoy that music? I don't know if you ever go to get a massage or anything, but I feel like, oh, I'm getting my shoulders rubbed right now.
Yeah. I was like, the music is new. I like it.
They give you like 8 to choose from, but it seems like they have about 4 measures of music and then it just
Repeats.
starts over. So it's not really a song. I think it's just repetitive enough where you're like,
yeah,
okay, 2 minutes is
is enough.
All we need. Yeah. Well, welcome, Joe. Welcome anybody who's watching to a 7-minute security live stream where we're continuing hacking. I'd love to say we're going to get all the way. We're going to fully pwn these Ninja Hacker student environments. I don't think we're going to quite get there, but gosh darn it, we're going to give it the old college try.
We're going to try.
Yeah. Let me switch to, I do feel like it. Hey, that worked pretty well. Just look at this. This
Get the kinks worked out.
I think, we're seeing our talking heads. So this is part 4. So you and I have been working on this. I was telling somebody the other day, we've been doing this series for 4 months. They're like, good Lord, how big is that environment? And I was like, well, it's like 1 episode per month. But yeah, I ended up having to draw a poorly drawn document here to kind of remember where we've been and where we're going. But just real quick before we jump into it and start shooting away in this environment again, I just wanted to mention that the Game of Active Directory flavored training that we've kind of been on hiatus to build up this version. It should go live in January. The course architecture that we're using at coursestack.com, they're kind of setting up some things in the background that let it just make it easier for students to sign up, get in the curriculum, get their lab machine, and start hacking stuff with us. So if you're
surprised you didn't go with LP Lite V2, because I mean, this is a reboot. So
it is, yes. And I'm you know what I am doing though, this is the this is their logo. What I've got right now, I've got our designer who put together the Light Pen Test logo. They're going to make a Game of Thrones themed logo here. So to punch this up, and I kind of told them, envision like what about like little warrior icons, little shields, swords, bow and arrows, or whatever, and maybe some red and black and orange kind of fire and brimstone themed to give it a distinction that it is. I mean, I would call it a major upgrade to version 1. So I'm really excited. I don't know if I told you the beta testers kind of finished the last couple of weeks, and I don't know, they gave me 100 and some like GitHub issues to where they were wonderful. They're like, this is not clear, better screenshot, border around this. And so it's almost to the I feel like it really the curriculum is really solid, where even if after class you were like, I want to read through and go through what we just did, like you'd be able to do that independently of an instruction. Like they really made it so good. So I'm pumped about that. I'll make an announcement like when that is actually ready and you can go click and sign up. I'll put that up on 7minsec.club. And Joe, I don't want to turn this into like a 7MS PBS telethon, but I did want to let people know that last couple of weeks, I turned on subscriptions within Substack. So you could, if you wanted to support what we're doing here, you could subscribe. And I didn't really say much about it, but over the weekend, a bunch of folks signed up for like a paid plan. So you can keep, you can just sacrifice your email address to the Substack gods, right? And then we still do our weekly Tuesday Tools Day thing. But then if you subscribe either on a monthly or annual plan, I've got in the works some, subscriber only stuff. So one of the things I was kicking around with you, and I'm not volunteering you to do this with me, but I thought, we've been doing this Hacking Ninja Hacker Academy with a month of time in between, right? So you and I can barely keep our heads on straight as far as where we're at. So what I'd like to do is at some point, I don't know, maybe Halloween time or something, for the subscribers, do a from the beginning all the way to the end. I don't know, maybe like a 2-hour thing where we just go, here we go from no cred 0
It's
to
telethon style, right? I mean, you
yeah.
said you don't
Oh,
want to turn
yeah,
it into
yeah.
PBS, but it's telethon.
Just
We're
call
going
it yeah.
we're only gonna go for 2 hours, but we're 6 hours in, and
Right. Right, and we're
we're
not gonna
not
take
gonna
this.
stop until we're done. We met our goal.
That reminds me of a local radio show that did that back when they would do. I mean, I think they still do that. I think like NPR, they do that. But one of our local radio ones was, raising money for a good cause. But you
Yeah.
could hear the phones ringing in the back. And I remember this awkward moment where, the DJs were going to do a 24-hour straight thing. And, at about hour 23, they got loopy. And so one of the DJs was like, the phones have been kind of quiet and I am not we're not going to say anything more. We're not going to play a song. We're not going to talk about anything until we
Until
hear
the
the
phones
phone ring.
ring.
And it was just
Dead
the
silence.
radio's enemy, right? It was just dead air. And then finally, you could tell the producer was like, just
Do something.
cut it out. He's like, well, anyway, I'm not happy, but I am going to keep talking. So here's, Coldplay with this song. So anyway, that's available for your consideration.
Nice.
And also wanted to give a thank to your
Our
friends.
good friends, yeah.
Good friends, safepass.me. They're awesome. I don't have my little video to show, but in a nutshell, they help your Active Directory users not pick pwned or weak or leaked passwords.
Yep.
Yeah, just a little MSI file you install in your DCs, reboot the DCs. Just like that, they're protected against, I think they're in the billions with a B number of bad passwords.
Right.
And then my personal favorite feature is you can roll your own password list.
Customize it. Yep.
Yeah,
Your org, yep.
which is so great because I don't know about companies you've worked for, but
Every pen test, right? There
Yeah.
is something about the company that kind of makes you chuckle, like, oh yes, this is unique to this company. They need to put this thing, whatever it is, about their company in their password list. Or some of the other ones we talked about, local football teams, like they're always in the passwords, always in the
Yes.
passwords. And so
Yep.
you can put in like, no passwords can have pizza in them, or no passwords can have local sports team name in them, or
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like it.
Or even just the old problem of, we had this old legacy IT and security group, and they had these handful of
Yes.
passwords that are like everywhere. And we want to eradicate these
Yep.
from our
Can't
environment.
get rid of them. Yeah.
That's one way to do it, right? Just start putting in next time those come up for renewal, they won't be able to pick any variation of those. So
Yep.
yeah, they're very cool. They've been a long time friend and sponsor, so we appreciate them. And here we go. Here's my you asked before we got online. Is this like a new version of Visio that I'm not familiar with? Yeah,
it's classic Visio. It's classic Visio, known as a whiteboard.
And honestly, I when I jotted this down on paper this morning, I was like, I have not handwritten anything in a long time, and it shows. I mean, this is like doctor's prescription for penicillin pad, right?
I should write every now and again because I am forgetting how to write.
Yeah, it's like, how does this work again? Oh yeah. But where we're at in this environment, there's a handful of machines in Ninja Hacker Academy. We started. You start with no credentials. You deploy this lab, and what we found through the process of Nmap scanning and web enumeration was that there was a box called SQL. Poking away at that for a while, we found there was a SQL injection vulnerability that gave us an account to that system. I think we fired a Sliver C2 shell, upgraded it to
so there was a web server that had a SQL injection vulnerability that led to the SQL server. Yeah,
exactly. So we got our initial kind of low priv beacon. We used print spoofer to upgrade that to a system level Sliver beacon. Ran Mimikatz. We were able to get the SQL machine hash out of a Bloodhound run.
Yep.
So then we finally had our first cred to like do stuff with, right? Like run Bloodhound and figure how the heck this place is pasted together. And then through enumeration in Bloodhound, we said, oh, cool. SQL has generic all over web. So where we kind of left off last time, I think, was we added a whoops. Ooh, hold on. I was going to scroll up. We added a fake machine called Ghosty.
Yep.
We did a resource-based constrained delegation attack to give Ghosty superpowers over web. And then I was having a hard time like dumping creds out of web. I couldn't get it to fire. And I don't remember exactly how that was positioned, but I resumed that here today by coming in and requesting a service ticket to be able to impersonate administrator. using Ghosty, which is the fake machine object
Right.
that we punched in. Okay, so I requested that service ticket. I set my KRB5CC name to be that ticket, and then did a good old dumperoo on the web box to now get all the the SAM and some good secret information. And so now I think we're jumping into is what do we do from here now?
What do we do next? Yep.
What do we do next? Yeah. So one way, as I was going about, when we were poking away at some of those other machines, we had done the Sliver 2 beacon, and we could certainly do that here as well. But I thought, one thing we could do, let's see here. Oh, I know. When I was playing with this earlier in the week, I was uploading the beacon EXEs that we had made. So we have this one NHA shell. This is like a basic Sliver callback.
Okay.
And then I was using not print spoofer in combination with NHA shell to basically fire the same beacon EXE, but with elevated privileges, right?
Right.
And I don't know if it's just with like, I reverted the environment earlier this week, and then I don't know if through the course of patching and also maybe, I don't know, I think Defender will like send samples off, get analyzed, right? So what was happening earlier this week is I was uploading those beacons with netexec, and then I was like, they're not firing. Oh, they're no longer on disk anymore. They're gone.
So Defender was eating them. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just review or kind of look at a way of how we could just get, we've got local admin access on this box. Let me just scroll up a little bit. Let's just win RM in and just, not to be too violent, but let's just put a pillow over the face of AV. Is that take two? Let's just turn AV off.
Let's turn AV off. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we did.
Just suffocating. You're suffocating.
Let's get taken down.
Just to pass out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we did a secrets dump. So I know, for example, here's the local admin hash.
Right.
So let's do something like this. Let's do evil win RM. And
we're on web again, just as a reminder where we're at. So we're starting from web server.
Yeah. So I'm gonna set my target. I think I don't know what that stands for, but it stands for either the IP address or the host name. Yeah. Yep. And we'll do user administrator. Oh, whoops. Let me see your screen. Am I getting cut off? No, it's okay.
No, you're good.
It's not great. It's not terrible. Okay. Administrate or, and then we can just do hash paste. And then I can't remember with this one if I need to specify local auth. No, I think I'm thinking of netexec.
Yeah.
I think this will work.
There we
go. So we go host name. Let's just sanity check. Yep. Okay, we're on web. And then let's just punch in this, which is just a built-in PowerShell commandlet to say it always like, I'm a simple-minded person, but it's like, do I want to disable real-time monitoring? True. I do want to.
I do want to. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish it was just like, I don't know, AV on equals off.
Exactly.
But anyway, if we do that, then I think now if I exit out of here, I can just upload straight up my my evil shell. So let me do SMB. We're going to do web administrator with the hash that we just pulled, secrets dump.
Then you need the local
and here, right on. Yep. Local auth. And I'm going to put the file of NHA shell.exe. And here's where I was having problems. I need to look up at some point. I either forgot or have the wrong notes on how to upload.
Escape it.
Yeah. But I'm just, for the sake of time, I'm going to do this. It's going to end up in the root of C, and I don't like that. I kind of like to, at least during a pen test, just to be sort of gentle with the client, right? And also consistent for myself. I like to put it in C users public, just so later it's like, hey, I kept track of every place I dropped something to disk, but I didn't get to see if I left anything on this one server. So just look and see users public. Like that just makes it easy for them and me. But I think now, yeah. So it ends up on the root of C. That, yeah, is not my favorite, but whatever. Okay, so it's sitting there in the root of C. Let me do up arrow and just adjust this to not be uploading files, but be executing. And then I think single quotes. Whoops. Yep. I think single quotes will do this for us. Let's try that. It's kind of hesitating. I get the feel in my mind that it is happening. So let's
do you have your sliver?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Look at that.
Do you have your sliver beacon listening? So.
Yep, that's us, I think, right? Hello, web. And we're in as local admin. Oh, this might have been the other problem I was having with the
last one.
With the last one. Yeah, I think I was here and going, I need to upgrade the shell, and that was
system.
That is probably it, wasn't it? Yeah. We're already administrator. So
right. We're thinking system for some reason.
Yes. So I think I can just go, because I am in this context, I believe I can go straight for the kill shot and just use Mimikatz. So let's see if that is indeed the case. Oh, whoops. Okay. So we're going to use a session, and those IDs are here. And tab completion is our friend. So I'll just do 4 tab. There we go. Oh yeah, it's actually much longer than that. And just because I'm curious, I think you can do the short. Okay, yeah, it'll take the short one. Let's try Balamo. Oh yeah. Okay. And you're still seeing that okay, right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so scrolling up here, let's see what might be good that we don't have. I mean, we've got local admin on web. I don't think we really give a rat's behind about that hash. Let's see if anything else here stands out. Yeah. Web. We got web all day. Okay, username IUSR. Frank is let me just fire up here. Let's see, what are we gonna see? Well, we'll find out. Let me just bring up I was gonna pop out the GUI of our Kali box so we can see real quick if we care about Frank. I think we probably will. Take a look at Frank at Academy Ninja Land. There he is. Okay, Frankie. So kind of that pattern, it seems, established in the CTF is you get a hold of SQL, right? Look at SQL's outbound permissions. I think then that led us to here, I think, right? Maybe web. And then it's like, okay, well, what can web do?
Right.
Let's dump out and see what we got. So Frank, let's look at Frank's outbound. Let's see. Okay, they've got execution. Okay, constrain delegation privileges against share. Okay.
And then we might as well check the member of, right, while you're there.
Yes. Oh, of course. Yeah, especially if you're at a pen test, right? If you find out right away Frank's a DA, then it's dance time, right? But okay, so they're part of kind of a
standard user, right?
But I might still though do, if we're shifting into, if this was a real emergency, if this was a real pen test, I would probably go something like this just to see
find the path.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's interesting. So we're allowed to delegate against share.
Maybe zoom in on that or make it a little bigger.
Yep.
Brian.
Yep.
I guess I'm on a tiny screen too.
Get this out of the way. Yeah. Oops. Maybe I can just do that. Just lay it out horizontally. Okay. Yeah. All right. So
yeah, we're already kind of led down the path of share anyways. So yep. But now from that, we know that there's a further path already.
Yep. And that's I think that's such important context to have on a pen test where, let's just say, we were to dump out a Mimikatz, half dozen users. I'm sure there's some awesome like Bloodhound query or something you could run to easily map all those out, but I don't know about you. I tend to find myself, if it was some other user, I don't know, they're like an Alice or something. I kind of punch in here. Um, oh, okay. Well, Alice is a domain admin, but kind of punch
Yeah,
everybody
bad
in.
example, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, right. It'd be great. Yeah, I should probably check. Did we get Alice? I'm pretty sure we don't because
Yeah.
we're down a path. But it's been worth it. I can't tell you how many times I've sort of shot myself in the foot, going, oh, I found a 6-step path. If I could just get my way,
Yeah.
and then it's like I found somebody that had excessive rights over a group or a user, and it was just one quick like DACL edit and game over.
Yep. Yeah. It's kind of hard to untrain your mind of like, there's a path, and like pull that thread instead of saying, wait a minute, let's step back a second and check some of these other users we have too. And
Yes.
yeah, like I said, 6-step, and you're like, oh, or there was a 1-step, but I chose the hard way.
I'm a glutton for punishment. Okay, so let's go back to Frank for a second. So there was Frank. Frank had some permissions over share and allowed to delegate. Let's just look real quick at the path. I don't know how to make this bigger, so this is pretty small, but
Oh, you zoomed it last time just from the browser window, I think.
Was I able to make
Yeah.
that little dinky text bigger?
Yep, right there.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay, victim is the attacker controlled machine. So you can do a get st. Okay, blah blah blah. I do want to show you though, when I was looking through when I first got into this, and I think I got stuck on Frank, and I was reading, or I got stuck at some point, and I was reading somebody else's walkthrough. I want to show you that they used to identify this same attack path, but outside of the GUI, they used this. Let me find it. Find delegation.py to kind of uncover the same attack path. And I had not, let me just grab this so I can paste it in. That's not something I had used before. Let me go over to Exegol.
Oh yeah, part of Impacket, right? Yeah. We must be reading the same walkthrough from like Cybersecnoseki.
That could be it. Yeah, it had a cool name. Yeah, so they found it this way and made the note of, okay, Frank has constrained delegation with protocol transition to event log /share. There, I think, right? Yeah. Whoops. So this means Frank can ask the KDC to obtain service tickets to event log /share on behalf of any other user.
Right.
So that's cool. I mean, I always feel like it's good for me, good to challenge my brain and going, number one, good way to know 2 ways to do things.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe this like just helps visualize it and gets you the response.
It seems faster. I mean, I know Bloodhound is good and gives you that visual look, but this seems a little bit faster to kind of just tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Frank, account type, delegation type, which is a little constrained, right?
Yeah.
With protocol, I don't think I've ever seen the protocol transition before, but event log share on Academy LAN, SPN exists. Yes, I mean in one little table, you see there is a path.
Yep. And I had I think this is especially helpful because, again, if we go back to the help that and I had heard, but I can't remember where I heard this, that future versions of Bloodhound were going to help populate the values for an attack path like this. So in other words, instead of
generic, it actually plugs them in as variables,
victim and source and whatever.
Nice.
But I mean, this would be nice, I think, to know the fine delegation pie option. That would be nice if you got here and you were kind of like, well, so is it HTTP? Like, is that what I do? But they're kind of just giving you, an example of an HTTP SPN, where this is a little more like, okay, we're going to nudge you down the path of the actual values to plug in. I just think that's really slick.
Yep.
So I'm going to save my fingers some work and some typo risk. by just going and following that model. Okay, so get service ticket for the SPN of event log share. Now here, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is the kind of situation that I keep causing myself headaches because I want to say when you specify the SPN, if you specify the machine name or the fully qualified machine name, that's important later, I think, when you go to
Use the service
use
ticket.
it. I think maybe this is not that exact scenario, but just I guess just watch for that. I've been in situations where maybe it's when I'm trying to evil win RM in and I say like, okay, I've got the service impersonation ticket. Let me evil win RM in as share.academy.ninja.land, and then the connection goes it throws some like not quite what we're looking for,
Right.
but then you just use share and then you're in like a dirty
It's fine.
shirt, and meanwhile I've wasted hours with Gemini cursor.
Right. Reformat this for me. What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
Questioning every
Yeah.
life decision you've made up to this point.
Oh yeah, that happens on the regular. Okay. SPN. Okay, we're gonna impersonate the administrator. Alt service. We'll just pick SIFs. You could do is it WS man if you wanted to be able to win RM in with an impersonation ticket. And then the hashes are for our buddy Frank to do the authentication with as Frank. So
yeah,
let's try that. Ooh, lovely. Okay, saving ticket in administrator.blah blah blah. Super D duper. Let's do export KRB5CC. Whoop. Whoa. Let's spell it right. Equals kablamo. Set. Okay, and then let's do a little secrets dump against the share box. We're saying, hey, we've set the KRB5CC name, so we're not giving you any other cred. We're also not giving you a password. Just
use
the
the ticket.
ticket.
Yep.
Ready, aim, fire. Oh, yes. That's just wonderful. Oh, unknown user. Oh, that looks interesting. Okay, so let me go. Whoops. Go up again. And I think I'll just do I think when I was playing with this, I ran into the same thing where trying to upload beacons and get a sliver connection going. Think my EXEs were getting eaten. I think they've been submitted to I was going to say submitted to Bill Gates. I still always use that, like won't you complain to Bill Gates about it? But anyhow, let's see. We did the secret stump. We've got the admin hash. I'll just do the same thing in. I'll win RM in.
Yeah.
And
I like it.
shut off AV. Okay, let's do this just to give ourselves some room. Let's do evil win RM, and we're share, right? Strader, Asheroo.
Yep.
Kablangos, wonderful. Who am I? Host name. Okay, and let's once again say, do we want to disable protection? That's true.
Allow myself to introduce myself. That was 2 Austin Powers references in one. Oh my God, stop. Why is Austin Powers top of mind for me? I don't know.
Oh man, we watched that first one not all that long ago with our boys, and Cam, my oldest one, thought it was pretty fantastic. And then my youngest was a little getting a little shy, a little embarrassed when like the fembots come out and are trying to get his attention. And then I think we were up north with my parents, and my parents are like, what even is this?
Yeah.
I don't
Why
get
are
it.
you making me watch this?
It's so good though. It's so good. Okay, so we turned off protection. Let's exit here.
Re-upload the shell.
And then, so what? Oh, okay. Going back real quick to, let me just go back to that pathfinding we did. I'm gonna go for a different route. Oops, let me zoom. Oh, get out of here. I got to figure out how to make my resolution better. Wait, if I go, no, that's It's not, well, it's kind of better. Yeah, if we fast forward ahead of where we are with Frank, okay, allowed to delegate here. If we do that, ShareBox can read this GMSA
Oh, yeah.
password. So I'm gonna go for the strike to get that.
Yeah, directly.
Um,
Yep, I get it.
and let's see, what do they say? Okay, so there's several ways to do it. Let me look at my notes because I
GMSA dumper. Is that what you
yeah,
used?
let me see. I had problems with this. I think what I ended up doing, let me see if it's mentioned on the Windows side. Because I want to say I did GMSA. Oh, I think I did. I think I did this one. Let
Okay.
me pop this open. GMSA password reader. It is one where you got to do the what's it called? The Visual Studio.
Oh, and compile it.
Build it. Yep.
Yeah.
But let me check my notes. I think that's I think that's what I did. Let me go back to the terminal. I believe in the current folder I have something. Yeah, there it is. There's the compiled one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paste for the sake of time. I'm going to say, okay, I want to connect to the share box using administrator and the hash that we dumped a little bit ago with our secrets dump. I'm going to authenticate locally. I'm going to put the file called GMSA password reader to that box, and very sneakily, I'm going to name it not GMSA.
Not. Yeah.
That way antivirus won't know, right?
Never know.
I'm looking for regular old GMSA password reader. I
You
wish
did disable antivirus, just to be fair.
right.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so I think this should go. Created file. Yep, there it is. And then
just went around back to it then? Is that what you ended up doing?
yeah, let me see here. Oh, okay. I did. Oh, you know what? Yes. Yeah, that would. Let's try that. I was going to say in my notes, I did a SMBexec.py, but if we're talking kind of real world TTPs and stuff, I think that gets all sorts of flagged.
Yeah, it does.
So this is much more elegant. Yeah, let's see. Did that make it to the root of C? There it is. Yep. No, it's totally Clark Kenting it right now. Nobody knows what it is. So I think let me just see. Context is not. Oops. Let's see what I go like that. I can't remember if it's going to like straight up not gmsa.exe and then the account name of GMSA NFS. Let me go back here.
I'm glad you could remember it from Bloodhound.
I'm gonna have to look again real quick. And I believe it is with the dollar. GMSA NFS. Okay. And I didn't have whether it's the dollar or not. I think we'll find out. Let's try. Okay, it's not identified. And is that because I'm over here in the documents folder. How do you like me now? Okay, beep, 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 beep. Yeah, we had all sorts of problems and things weren't happy. And I don't know. Is it like because we're doing it in PowerShell?
I don't know.
I'm not really sure. Let me just try the very noisy, likely to get caught way to see if our mileage varies at all. I'm going to try to do a SMB shell with the local admin account that we have.
Okay.
Okay, be careful what you execute. We will.
Back to root then, right?
Yeah, let me see if the same thing works here. That. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this I've in the wild I've only used this tool a couple times and I'm always confused because I think here we've got old value, current value. I wrote down that what we care about is the current value of RC4HMAC. So this guy.
Yeah, because the group managed service accounts are going to rotate just like a computer account would. It uses the same rotation mechanism. I don't know why the old value would be of value, but there must be a reason.
Okay, that was gonna be my question. I thought, what is this? It doesn't seem to be. Yeah, The old one doesn't seem to be interesting because if I head out of here and then do something like, let's validate this against the domain, we'll do user of GMSANFS, and then we'll escape the dollar with a hash of a blammo. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got it. So yeah, maybe there's some other, I don't know, instance where you need both. You would think since the tool
I
provides it.
vaguely recall like there is some scenario where you need the previous password, but I cannot for the life of me figure out what it or remember what it is. But now you've piqued my interest again, so I have to go figure it out as soon as we're done.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So let me just do, whoops, clear, just get a little real estate. Okay. So we have now that account. Super duper. Oh, we're plugging right along. Love it. Okay. So now let's just take a look at that GMSA and see. Oh, and also I should check to see if there was any, anything in chat. There was someone that said hi. So I'm going to say hello.
Well, hello there.
Hello. Is sure? I don't, everybody's got cool nicknames. PMSANFS. Let's take a look just like we've been doing and find out how about outbound permissions. Oh, there we go. One little outbound object control.
Force change password.
Force change password.
Oh, now I feel like I'm taking the
Yeah.
Which one was it again?
Was it the red team one?
Yes, your certified red team. Yes,
certified red team professional. Yeah, this is. I mean, I
or not. I mean, I don't know. It's probably changed now. So
right.
I'm not giving away secrets, am I?
This is one reason I like this lab so much. I mean, yes, we've talked about that. It's kind of like here's one tiny little thread that'll take you directly to this box, and then another one. Like I think it's pretty static, whereas Game of Active Directory is a bit more of a choose your own adventure.
Right.
But I like that it is a mix of things. I mean, it is kind of like you're Frogger, right? You take one hop, but then it's like, well, now force change password. Okay, well, if you've never had, and I think I have run into this, having to do this just once.
I think once for me too. The cool thing about NHA is that it's pretty plausible scenarios of stuff you run into, maybe not on the regular for some of them, but like you said, kind of forces you to pull that thread, and that is oftentimes what we would do in a pen test is find a path, pull the thread, and like you talk about on the wait, what do you call them? I've lost my train of thought. Well, not only Tuesday Tools Days, but your favorite pen test ponage.
Tales of
Pen Test Ponage, where you can sometimes get in a, you just get tunnel vision on run problem, and you just keep fighting it and fighting it and fighting it, and just remembering to go back and like, hey, let's pull some other threads and see where that, the old OSCP try harder. Like, let's just zoom back out here a minute. Maybe it's not worth continuing to beat your head against the wall on this particular problem. So,
oh yeah, and another one that another thing I've just started using the last couple of weeks that has been helpful. I don't know if you knew about this one. It's just queries.vector. Oops, spell that. Oh,
what? So, pardon me.
I'll take. Let's see. Where's my? Oh, there it is. Let me get this in the right language first. The queries. Oh, here it is. Yes. Leave me alone. I accept just track me all you want. Here we go. The Bloodhound queries.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
So this is on the SpectreOps Slack chat. They've got a channel just for these, and my understanding is they're trying to bake more of these as standard queries for Bloodhound. But there's some nice ones in here, and some of the people in the channel will also, if you're like, hey, I want to find a query that is I was looking for, I think, all systems that had web client running and also had a session in them, because I wanted to hunt domain admins who logged in. Yeah. And I don't, well, okay, they had one with web client running. That that is there. So you can copy that out, paste that up here into the Cypher queries. But one that, and sorry, I know I'm getting a little off topic, but it's all to relate to your, hey, back up and maybe enumerate deeper what you
Right.
already have. I think, let me just check real quick. Did I stick this on Patty? I think I did. Queries. One that has really been helpful. Find everything with SMB signing. That might be a standard query actually, but here's one that has been great. Find computers with web client and live sessions, because I was in an environment that had like 300 machines with web client on, and it's like, just the drawing, the scaling of that drawing was just like, like, how am I even gonna heck through this? So this just whittled it down to about 10 machines where there were live sessions, and then one had a DA, and then it's like, cool, I'll do my attack there.
Yep.
So, but yes, all to bolster your point that enumeration, we both have said there's certain things we didn't love about OSCP. Maybe they ride the try harder thing.
Yeah, a little too much, but yeah,
frustrating you, but it is a helpful pen tester.
Yeah.
For sure.
Apparently it worked because it left a lasting impression on us both, right?
It did, yes, yeah.
I still have nightmares about try harder on every pen test.
Oh yeah. So this, okay. So with ownership now, control of GMSA NFS. Oops, I lost my path. Let me go there. We can change the password, and that looks something like using the RPC password command. Now here is just in the, because I want to get to this step, and I know we're running a little short on time.
Yeah.
I want to show you that this was another awesome. I don't think they intended it this way, but this was a awesome hard lesson for me to learn in sometimes it's the tools problem. So I want to show you that that within Exegol here, oops, let me paste this in. I'm just going to save myself a whole bunch of risk of typos. I'm going to follow their instructions and say, oops, let me go back here. So it's the backup account. Oops. With control of this account, we can reset the password of backup. Okay. So our target account is backup. This is saying I'd like to change the password to password 123 with 5 exclamation points. Okay. And the creds I'm supplying to do that are TACU, Academy Ninja, Digital LAN, GMSA, NFS. And then all these Fs here are just from following the instructions here.
Oh, landman.
Yeah. Basically, it says if all you have is the hash to the GMSA NFS account, that's fine. But for the LM part, just use Fs. So we gave 32 Fs, if you will. And then here's the actual part of the hash, right, from up here that we care about.
Yeah. Okay.
And then TAC-S, I think, was the domain controller. Yeah. TAC capital S for...
It makes perfect sense, Brian. I don't know why you're even questioning this. S means domain controller.
Why are we even talking about this? Yeah. Okay. So here's what happens in Exegol, right? That's the shell we're at.
Yeah.
So hit enter, blam. And then protocol problems, failed to connect to blah, blah, blah. So at this point, when I went through this for the first time, Joe, insert about 45 to 60 minutes of Gemini, of AI, of all the things. And they're all like, yeah.
I'm struggling. I know you are such a huge fan of Exegol. So I'm like, that's it. I'm going to start practicing with Exegol and see if Brian's right. And there have been a few things like that.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, my new first reaction is to always just pop over to a regular shell and try it. From a regular Linux shell. So
I'm feeling that too. And I'm running I think I'm running the latest as of today on this box. And I feel kind of the same thing where now I'm doubting, what I would think would be, I don't know if that tool goes under the same amount of changes. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell, and this is maybe just a me problem, but like I run NXC to run netexec on here, and I'm not quite sure, like it'll say like, well, the version we're running is all zeros. And it's like, well, you're not running version 0. Like, but what are you from the prod current release? But But yeah, you can kind of see where this is going, where it's like, oh, well, all right, I'll just go. I'm going to go to another Tmux window here. Just in, just going to go to my home folder, and I'm going to follow the directions to install this PTH program, just vanilla standalone, right? So let's get that on here. Okay, it's already there, and then I will just do the exact same thing again. And again, it's a little bit confusing because to me, this looks like it didn't work.
Right. Right.
So another good
that's
tool.
a success code, an obvious success
Yeah.
code.
Yeah. I mean, hash
Because the
pass.
wrapper was called, yeah, and
But
hash
did I
pass.
get what I needed? Well, let's, I guess, go ahead and, actually, let me get, so it's backup and then it's password here. Let me go back into
Excel now.
Yeah, we'll go here. We'll validate this. User is backup. The password is that. And oh yeah. Even though it didn't really look like it worked, it did work. Let's see. Okay, so we're let's just look down the chain.
You're thinking at this point, though, that I think I should go back in and add just one line of code to that Python that says successful.
Yeah, I mean, I know beggars can't be choosers, and I couldn't do anything I do.
Or Brian's going to be submitting a GitHub request, where you're just like,
you know what?
Just small suggestion.
I do. I probably should. I do try to be good about that. I have put a few exegol things in there that didn't quite make sense to me, and they're pretty good about like getting back to you. But often I'm so frustrated to finally be like, oh, it worked outside exegol. Oh, then finish the test, and then I know in 2 months we'll be back in the same situation.
Right.
You're going, what was it? What was the fix again? Oh, it was
did not use it.
Yeah, because I mean, back here where it wasn't working, I mean, I interchanged I thought it was the order of the flags I was providing. I thought it was, yeah. But let's see. I know we're running short, but we do have backup. Let's just see real quick. What's the next hop? Oh, lots of outbound object control, actually. Let's take a look at that and hide this.
Spoiler alert.
Do some zoom. Oh, yeah. Oh, spoiler alert. Oh, this.
Yeah. We saw the very top of the list up there because earlier we looked at a particular account.
Oh, up here?
I thought it was at the top. I saw her pop up. Alice popped up in the list, and I thought,
oh, all right. Yeah, because we've got the ability to write owner to a whole bunch of important groups. Oh yeah, maybe Alice. Okay, there we go. Sure. Yep. So with right owner, for example, I think when I went through this, I liked the idea of just taking over the control of the domain admin group. But let's take a look. With right owner, we can use owner edit example, okay, to change the owner. And then you could, so you could essentially modify the group, make yourself the owner. And then use permissions to, for example, tuck your own low priv account right into
the domain admin.
Domain admin. Yeah. Let's see. Well, we got a few minutes, but I think this would make me feel good that if we got at least pwnage of one of the domains, we could call this like mostly
done.
Mostly pwned. Yeah. I'm going to use, what do they say? Owner edit. All right. So I'm gonna paste it and we'll just talk about it. Okay, so owner edit, that's what I'm going to use following their instructions. I'm going to authenticate with the backup account. And what I'm going to do is take the action of write and say, I would like the new owner to be backup of the following target. Domain admins. Why not? Right?
I feel like Inception again, where I'm back to allow myself to introduce myself. I shall become you.
I don't know if it has a place we could find in a pen test where it would be appropriate, but my oldest Cameron and I regularly do I like to live dangerously thing when they're playing blackjack and
Yes, I
whatever.
do also
Yeah,
like
doesn't the other guy get 19 or something? And then he's like, "All right, sure, yeah." She's like, "I'll stay." She's like, he says,
Yes.
"That's true. You have 11." And he's,
Yes.
I also like to live dangerously, and he's like, "Okay, like you lose."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
but okay, so the reason I'm doing all this, I mean, you could go one of many of those paths we just saw, many of
Yeah.
those strands, but I kind of like going right for the jugular. Let's write the new owner of domain admins to be us, the backup account. So there we go. Owner Sid modified successfully. That is just scrumptious.
We should take a page from that other tool, the pth.net, and
Give us a little output. You know what you're saying?
just a suggestion.
Yeah. Now watch
Oh,
that.
successful?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, I see. I mean, it's 99% there, right? The code is there. It's ours.
Right.
It's advertised. Just a little feedback would be nice.
It's probably commented out. They're like, yeah, we'll get to this later.
Right. Okay, so we changed the owner. Okay, now again, following kind of the directions they lay out here, we would do a grant ourselves the ability to write members to that group. I think they just kind of walk you through it here with okay, modifying the rights. So we established we're now the new owner. Let's do a DACL edit to give us the ability to write members or add people to that group. And that looks something like this. So DACL edit. Again, we're authenticating with our backup account, which is now the new owner of domain admins.
Yep.
And we're saying we would like to write the following. We'd like to write the right.
Right.
That we can write members. The principal is backup the target domain admins.
So basically just putting the backup account into the domain admins group.
Yeah, I think, let me see. I think this is granting backup the right to write members.
Yep.
Yeah, the right to write. Because then I think there's one final step. Okay. And I like this too when I know a lot of the impacted tools do this. They
a backup of it. Yeah.
In case, yeah. Okay, so we made ourselves the new owner. We granted which I would kind of think wouldn't the owner, but I think that's an AD thing, right? Just because you're the owner of a group doesn't mean necessarily you can add people to it without this I don't know. But
yeah,
I know in this case,
two-step.
Yep. And then for the finishing move, Mortal Kombat style, we can use the net command and do add member. It's always like in reverse of like English, right? So add member domain admins.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the right one? Wait, add myself to domain admins. Is that adding? Oh, that's adding.
Frank's the user. Yeah.
I guess I did Frank. Yeah. I suppose that's really the one user account we have. Or I guess we could have done backup or whatever. But yeah, add the following member to domain admins. And once again, capital S for
domain controller. It's
simple,
obvious.
Yeah. Let's see, Frank's.
It's a backup account, right?
Oh yes.
It's a password. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4, 5. Yep.
No feedback, and that's okay, right?
Is it?
And then, okay, so now we'll authenticate one more time, and oh wait a minute, or is that? Oh wait a minute, or is it? It's actually Frank. Sorry. So the context is.
Yeah, we use the backup account to add
Frank using the backup account. Okay. So let me try. I got that here, I think, because I think we just have Frank's hash. Whoops. But let's do. Whoops. Get a little bit of real estate back here. Let's do the AC user Frank and hash of blankies. Oh, and then we do the dance. We do the sacred domain admin dance. I don't know if you want to do anything. I'm just gonna do.
I think you have this down. I think you have it to a science, and I let you do the dance.
Well, I mean, we did that. We did it, and we didn't do
That
it.
was a speed run. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like that was a speed run compared to last month's. Yeah.
Yeah. And there is so I think what I'll kind of pivot to on the over at 7minsec.club, I'll pivot to scheduling, like, for the subscribers, a run through that goes all the way, because we are domain admin of one domain, but there's
Right.
still a second one.
Yep.
So we've still got some legwork. But thank you. I know we're both on a time crunch today, so we'll get the people out of here. But yeah, we're ninjas. I mean, we're ninjas of half the
Yeah.
environment. That's better.
Did you want me to print you out a certificate of completion for domain 1?
Would you?
I'd be happy to do it. Yeah.
I haven't done that stuff for like 3 years, and my SISP, I just got the spam about, like, yeah, do you even do security?
Exactly. Did you even try to do your CPEs, Brian? So
yeah, they're like, you probably should be done.
we're printing each other certificates so that we can
Yeah.
submit them for CPEs.
I think some of this does count, though, right? We're presenting the webinar.
It does. Actually, it's of higher CPE credit value for doing the presentations than watching them. So,
all right. Well, we're winning. All right. Well, thank you, sir. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Awesome.
All right. We'll see you later.
See ya.
Yeah. See you. Bye. You've been watching or listening to 7 Minute Security, a weekly podcast focused on pen testing, blue teaming, and building a career in security. For more episodes like this, visit 7ms.us. And for information about our consulting services, visit 7minsec.com.